fantasy illusion that we could make each other happy.
Just start filming me without asking me.
Oh my goodness.
If you could film me.
Astaire, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
How I had been operating and my heart and spirit weren't actually in the lead. Ugh.
When thinking about a walking emotional drama, well, Jada Pinkett Smith is a real pro at it, and guess who happens to be the alleged victim of her messy and ugly nature yet again? Well, it's her poor husband, who's been traumatized by her behavior for years. And after another ugly episode of total humiliation, it seems like the beloved actor finally lost it.
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live Channel. Well, you probably know Will and Jada Pinkett Smith as one of the strongest celebrity couples. They have been married for more than 25 years. But their family dynamics have been so far from ideal, especially with the cheating scandal and persistent rumors about Jada and the late West Coast rapper Tupac having a little something going on. Now, Jada's been denying those claims left and right, insisting that their friendship was as pure as snow. But even Smith once has admitted to feeling a bit insecure about Tupac. I mean, he wouldn't be.
So, Pac had a little thing on that, but she just loved him like he was the image of perfection.
And despite Will Smith staying as faithful and loyal to his wife as many celebs cannot even dream about, even risking his career by throwing punches at comedian Chris Rock to defend her honor, she was accused again of showing some major disrespect. And guess what she did? Well, she reminded Will again, who was her real love all these years. She posted a throwback video of her and Tupac lip syncing to an old Smith song. Talk about adding fuel to the fire.
You are the kids from across the land. There's no need to argue now, I just don't understand.
In this little Throwback Thursday moment, the 52-year-old award-winning actress shared the clip as a sneak peek of her upcoming memoir, or that's how she wrapped this totally humiliating trip down the memory lane. On her Instagram, she wrote, "I never would have imagined that this video would become a tangible memory of the last time Pac and I were simply kids together." Now, if you're asking, how is this all humiliating for Will? Well, first of all, that's his song called Parents. Just don't understand that Tupac and Jada are singing in this moment of bliss. That adorable lip sync video is now a cherished memory of the last time Pac and she were just carefree kids. She added, "Pac and I lip synced Parents Just Don't Understand by Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince during our junior year in high school." Who would have thought? Now, it seems like Will Smith has interpreted this little cute video completely wrong. And as insiders claim, he allegedly lost it after seeing this tribute, taking it out at Jada and reminding her everything she had said about the demised rapper.
Not true, and it's a very selfish way to think about it, but I really did believe that he was going to be here for the long.
Well, although Jada has always stated nothing ever happened between her and Tupac, and they shared nothing but a close friendship, the fact that she speaks about the late rapper with the notes of adoration and worship in her voice makes some people suspect foul play. Even their mutual friends has always been saying how close they were. Here's what Napoleon once said in his interview. He had a lot of love for Jada Pinkett and a lot of respect for her. Well, it seems crazy to millions of fans that Jada keeps mentioning Tupac's name constantly. And some of them are saying she's been downright disrespectful to her husband, Will Smith. I mean, he's gone public saying he was afraid she'd choose Tupac over him. And this how Jada keeps stirring the pot, reminding Will how happy she would have been if Tupac was alive.
My relationship with Pac and trying to figure that out, and that was a huge loss in my life.
Absolutely.
Pinkett Smith hasn't been shy about her connection and suspiciously exclusive relationship with the demised West Coast legend over the years. In 2021, on the day that would have been Tupac's 50th birthday, the actress shared a never-before-seen poem from Pac, adding, "I don't think this one has ever been published. I don't think he would have minded that I shared this with you guys." I mean, it's obvious that she is trying to emphasize what an important person Tupac was for her. And that guy, she has been living for more than 2 decades together. Well, in Jada's mind, it's just a clown she's been fooling around with to deal with the enormous amount of pain after Tupac's demise.
Because he was one of those people that I expected to be here. And my upset is more anger.
Despite her best expectations, Tupac couldn't be there for her. And as Jada regretfully acknowledged, she had been stuck with Will for years and had to marry him against her will. In light of these revelations, it's evident that the bond between Jada and Tupac was profoundly complex and resonates with many people today. But as fans believe, the most awful thing in this story, it hurts Will Smith, who is probably tired of hearing Tupac's name again and again. As one person commented, she is so selfish and she doesn't love Will. So shameful, and Will not leave her. That's their marriage and they do what they want. Good luck, Will. And another user added, Will knows it's cheaper to keep her. She would take him divorcing her as an insult, even though she's been publicly disrespecting him for years. She would probably try to take everything. Well, it keeps me fascinated why Will is still tolerating Jada's tantrums, because he's certainly not okay with her deep connection to the late rap legend. Back in 2020, One Smith shared in his memoir that he had tortured with jealousy over Tupac's close friendship with Jada. He admitted, at the beginning of our relationship, my mind was tormented by their connection. He was Pac, and I was me. Well, that's some insecurity issues that Jada keeps fueling with her constant disrespectful actions and mentions of Tupac. And ever since day one, Will Smith feels like he's not good enough to fit Tupac's shoes.
I couldn't handle it, you know. I was the soft rapper from Philly, and he was Pac.
Right.
But you know what, guys? Smith's insecurity wasn't just a feeling because something actually happened between Jada and Tupac. During her 2015 interview with Howard Stern, Jada recalled a time when she and Tupac even considered getting physical, and she suggested for him to kiss her and see how it plays out. She described it as the most disgusting experience for both of them, as if a higher power intervened to prevent them intimate relationship. Well, many netizens don't understand why Jada was retelling these stories and what it seems like she show her husband, who's here, alive and healthy, the respect he deserves, even though he goes to great lengths to pamper her. Just remember that moment when Will chose to destroy his own reputation on live TV when Jada didn't like Chris Rock's joke about herself.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
And let me remind you guys that Will Smith suffered some serious consequences for protecting his wife during that Academy Award ceremony. First of all, he was banned from the Oscars for 10 years, and most importantly, his actions resulted in thousands of filmgoers refusing to support the actor by boycotting anything he does and participates in. Sadly for the actor, the newest film Emancipation was out during that moment, and it received quite mediocre reviews and rating, with some people mocking the actor in their reviews. Like this one, I came hoping this movie would slap, but I was just really turned off by Will Smith. In addition to hurting Will's career and public image, Jada has been dragging him to discuss their marital issues on camera.
What happened?
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened? An entanglement?
You all remember when Jada admitted to an affair that she referred to as an entanglement in 2020, and she proudly invited Will to discuss this matter on camera. Well, I mean, what can hurt a man more than talking about your wife's lover for thousands of people to see? It looks like their relationship has not just faced challenges, but it was one huge red flag for Will, and many people are wondering if we will ever witness the end of his patience. Although their marriage has been described as open, with the couple referring to themselves as life partners and reevaluating the concept of monogamy, it seems like Will Smith is tired of being humiliated all over the internet, and the time when he loses it has never been as close as now.
Illusion that we could make each other happy.
You were no longer gonna be in a relationship where you were trying to make her happy.
It looks like Will should be contacting his divorce attorney as soon as possible if he doesn't want more humiliating mess in his life. And as for Jada, well, fans have already seen enough of her ugly nature to admit that she would never stop putting her husband in awkward positions. As one person commented, she disrespecting her own children. Jada, you only hurting yourself. If you don't love your life, why are you hurting the father of your children? And another user added, Jada gonna end up old and alone. Literally, no one is going to want to be around her. Well, let's see if Will Smith will find the guts to leave this woman, because so far, his life is one big nightmare. And what do you think about this, guys? Should the actor leave his wife because of her toxic behavior love for Tupac? Or are they meant to be together? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check my other videos. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.